Hey everyone, and welcome to Dangers and Dragons, your daily dose of incredible stories and unbelievable adventures.
I'm excited.
I'm Adrian, and with me as always is Julia.
Hello, everyone. I'm ready to dive into another awesome story.
Always ready. So today we're looking at a story that, well, it kind of takes the whole idea of a maze and just flips it on its head.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of just like boring old walls and dead ends, this labyrinth is alive, like it's a living, breathing thing.
Yeah, it's not just walls. It's like a snarl in reality itself. And escape is just the beginning of the weirdness in this story.
Right. Escape is just the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
that's not even the main thing you got to worry about.
Yeah.
But before we get too lost in that,
Okay.
let's meet the people who are trapped in this crazy maze.
Yeah, we have a group of students.
Okay.
No names given.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, it's really eerie. I like it. It adds to the whole vibe.
It does. It does. So you just get their archetype, like, oh, this is the jock, this is the brain.
Yeah, exactly. Almost like they represent those different ways people react when they're faced with the unknown.
Exactly. So we've got like the athletic guy, for example,
Yeah.
and he's totally drawn to what the maze is offering him.
Yeah, like that vision of a perfect city, an empty basketball court, just like all of his desires laid out right there in front of him.
Yeah, and it's like, is this a genuine offer or is this a trick? It's like that whole be careful what you wish for thing,
Yeah.
but like 1,000 times more intense because
Yeah.
we just don't know what this maze is really up to.
It makes you think, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Then you've got Lainey, the brainy goth girl.
I love her.
She's awesome. While everyone else is freaking out, she's over there trying to apply logic to this crazy situation.
Yeah, she's like, how do I figure this out? What are the rules? But there are no rules.
Or are there?
Or are there? That's the question, isn't it?
That's what makes it so interesting. Can you outsmart something that just operates on a completely different level than like normal reality?
Yeah, that's where the story gets really deep. It's not just about escaping this physical maze. It's like how we approach every challenge in life, you know? Do we go with our gut like the athletic guy, or do we use our brains like Lainey, or is there another way?
Yeah, and then there's the other goth girl,
Oh, yeah.
the one who finds this weird pulsing stone
Yeah, what was up with that?
that's connected to the maze.
Is it a key? Is it a weapon? Is it something even weirder?
Oh my gosh. Julie, what do you think? What was that stone all about?
Okay, so to me, the stone represents the potential for control.
Oh.
We don't know enough about it yet, but it hints at this idea that maybe the maze can be influenced or even mastered instead of just being endured.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, right? It opens up so many possibilities.
Okay, so we've got this living, breathing maze, warping reality characters who represent totally different ways of facing the unknown and this mysterious artifact that could be the key to everything. This is already way more than just a scary story.
It really is.
This is making us question, like, how we deal with the unexpected and the allure of those easy solutions and the potential consequences of getting what we think we want.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for, right?
Right. And all that, and we haven't even gotten to the escape yet. But before we get there, let's take a closer look at how each character gets messed with by the maze.
Oh, yeah.
You listeners sent this one in, so I'm assuming you've experienced this story already. So I want to know what stood out to you about these early encounters with the maze. Leave us a comment and let us know what really grabbed you.
What fascinates me is that it doesn't just offer these amazing things that people want.
Yeah.
It also reflects their deepest fears.
Oh.
Like for the athletic guy, it's the fear of never reaching his full potential.
Oh, wow.
And for Lainey, it's the fear of losing control, of not understanding the world around her.
So it's not just about getting what you wish for. It's like the maze is using your deepest fears against you.
Exactly. It's like a dark mirror reflecting the parts of ourselves that we don't want to look at.
That is creepy. Okay, so we've got this psychological thriller going on, and that brings us to some seriously intense choices. Remember, we're just scratching the surface here. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll unpack the climax of this story, the escape and the aftermath that might be even more mind-blowing than the maze itself.
It really is.
And if you're loving the show so far, don't forget to rate and follow for more episodes of D&D. We've got new stories dropping every single day.
You don't want to miss it.
All right, so we left off with our characters stuck in this super weird maze, right?
Yeah.
Like reality is bending around them.
Totally, and they're all dealing with their own, inner demons.
Yeah, and the maze is whispering all these promises to them.
So tempting, right? But what really hits me is how the story changes at this point. It goes from everyone being on their own to this big group struggle.
Oh yeah, it's like everyone reaches this breaking point.
Exactly. And it's not just physically in the maze, but in their own minds too.
Yeah.
They have to decide what they really want.
Yeah, the maze is pushing them to make a choice.
For sure, escape is possible. But it comes with a price. And that price is different for each of them.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so how do they get out then?
Well, that's where this idea of conviction comes in.
Conviction.
Yeah. It's like the maze doesn't care about logic or reason.
Okay.
It reacts to how strongly you believe in something.
Whoa, hold on. So you're saying it's not about finding the right path.
No?
It's about how much you believe in the path you choose.
Exactly. It's like a test of your willpower. Like how badly do you want this?
That's insane. Okay, so the athletic guy, he wants out. He wants to go back to his normal life.
Right. He's desperate to get back to reality where he can achieve his dreams.
Yeah.
So he holds on to that feeling.
And that's his escape route.
It is his desire for normalcy. That's what saves him.
But what about the others? What happens to them?
That's the spooky part. The story doesn't really say. It's like they just vanish into the maze.
Oh, no.
It makes you wonder, did they give in to the temptations, or did they get so lost in the maze's reality that they just cease to exist?
Chills. So it's not just about escaping physically.
Right.
It's about holding on to who you are.
Exactly. It's about staying grounded in reality, even when you're surrounded by infinite possibilities.
Man, that's heavy.
It makes you think about what freedom really means, doesn't it? Is it about having unlimited choices, or is it about choosing wisely?
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so our athletic guy escapes right. But he's not the same.
Definitely not. He's haunted by what he's seen, by what he's lost, and by who he left behind.
Right. It's like the real world seems boring compared to the maze now.
It's like he's stuck between two worlds.
Yeah.
Unable to go back to the way things were, but also unable to forget what he experienced in the maze.
So he's tasted the impossible, and now everything else seems bland.
Exactly. But he's also carrying all this guilt, the guilt of surviving while others didn't. Did he abandon his friends? Was escaping a selfish act?
That's messed up. That's like the real horror of this story. The maze might be gone, but it's still messing with him.
It is. It's a reminder that freedom isn't just a place you arrive at.
Right.
It's something you have to constantly fight for.
Okay, so we've got a survivor dealing with some serious guilt, a world that's lost its shine, and this feeling that the maze isn't quite done with him yet.
This is getting intense.
Definitely not a happy ending.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up this episode, I want to go back to something you said earlier about the maze being a metaphor for something bigger.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think the maze represents? Julia.
Yeah.
What's the bigger picture here? What does this all mean?
Well, to me, the maze, it's like all those crossroads we face in life, and not like actual mazes, but those moments when you have a choice to make.
Right.
And each path has all these unknowns.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like choosing a career or starting a relationship or even just like what you choose to believe in.
Exactly. And it's not even just about what you choose. It's
Yeah.
the fact that having to choose can be so overwhelming.
Right. Like too many options can just paralyze.
Totally. And knowing there are other paths always makes you question if you picked the right one.
Ugh. It's like the fear of missing out FOMO.
Yeah, exactly. And the story even touches on this. There's this line that says, there's a bitter kind of freedom in not having them at all. It's like saying sometimes the idea of having infinite choices is more appealing than actually dealing with picking one.
Yeah. It's easier to dream about all the possibilities than to actually face the consequences of making a choice.
For sure. And think about our athletic guy. He chose the familiar, but now he's like stuck with this feeling that he missed out on something amazing.
Yeah, he's haunted by what he left behind.
Right. It's like once you know the maze exists, once you've seen what's possible, the normal world just doesn't seem as bright anymore.
It's like he's seen behind the curtain and now he can't unsee it.
Exactly. But I don't think the story is telling us to avoid new experiences or anything.
Right.
It's more about realizing that growth comes with discomfort, with questioning, with facing those tough choices.
Yeah, it's about accepting that bitter kind of freedom that comes with making a choice and sticking with it.
I think that's where the story becomes hopeful. It doesn't give us all the answers, but it makes us think about our choices and find meaning in the journey itself, not just the destination.
And sometimes the right path isn't the one that gives you everything you want.
Right.
It's the one that helps you grow, even if it's painful.
Exactly. The maze, it's a test of character.
Interesting. So it's not about being smart or strong?
Nope. It's about figuring out what you really value, what you're willing to sacrifice, and what kind of freedom you're really looking for.
Whoa, that's deep. So if we take this and apply it to our own lives, it's not about avoiding those tough choices.
Right.
It's about being ready to face them and learn from them.
And coming out the other side stronger and wiser.
Even if we mess up, even if we take a wrong turn.
Yeah, those experiences, they shape us. They teach us about ourselves and the world, even if those lessons are hard to learn.
Wow, Julia, that's a really powerful message. It's like this story is more than just a story. It's
Mhm.
like a guide to navigating life.
Exactly. It's a reminder that we're all on a journey, and that journey is full of twists and turns and choices.
But it's those choices that make us who we are.
Absolutely. All right, listeners, that's all the time we have for today's episode of Dangers and Dragons.
Thanks for joining us on this wild ride through the maze. And remember, you can find new episodes every single day.
So don't forget to rate and follow. We'll see you next time for more awesome stories and legendary adventures.
Until then, keep exploring, keep choosing, and keep your eyes open for the magic that's all around us.